society? That is what the question is in my head already for years. And it started with Hein. And Hein is a really lovely person. And it was in the time that I used to work as an HR manager, consultant at a profit company in Holland, the Netherlands. And Hein worked behind the corner in the magazine. And I really did not understand what he was doing there, because he had really serious disabilities, mentally. And so what I mean with inclusive society is that for all people is a place to add value, a labor position. Also for Hein. But back then, and I'm talking about 10 years ago, I was not yet touched. So there was a time that the CEO asked Hein to become Christmas man, or what is it? Santa Claus. Santa Claus. And he was not only Santa Claus for Christmas, but he was Santa Claus the whole year. It was touching me, because I was kind of, shocked, and I looked myself into the mirror and I thought, well, Marianne, how is it possible that you could think that it was not a proper position for him? Because he was touching so many people with his Christmas Santa Claus energy. He was for the whole year so happy. That was somehow the start for me to have this question: what can I do to, create more connection, to do more for people who are now sitting on the couch behind flowers? So I believe in the theory of complexity, what means that we cannot forecast the future. That also means that I cannot forecast the way my presentation will go. So that's my chaotic system here. But there's a lot of order in my presentation. Some of you have seen me last year in Hanover with this nice purple crocodile. And there was already a reason, because I knew last year that I would stand here this year. So that was my preferred future. And I will give you now the connection to this, because this is Dutch. In Holland, people older than 40 know that this is standing for bureaucracy. And it is due to a insurance company, ORA, that they made us more aware about the, where is it? There we are. About the power, or the destructing power of bureaucracy. Because we think we can predict, we have a lot of fears, and out of fear we want to rule and control, and the effect is that we create a system that is not working to connect with each other and to do it together. The Purple Crocodile. This is just a small film about a small girl. She forgot her purple crocodile at the swimming pool. And they will go to the corner together with her mom and ask for the purple crocodile. And this is what happens.
Toch dat je is gisteren een paarse krokodil vergeten. Hij staat daar.
Yeah, you recognize this. Well, my SOLTalk will have 4 conclusions, and these are mentioned now right behind me. So then you already know the conclusion. What has happened to me in my personal life is that I met an entrepreneur. He now also is my partner, so that's really nice too. But he has done a great thing, according to me, standing next to me. That's already quite a nice thing. But he met a partner a couple of years ago in the Netherlands, and both have a business already for 18 years, traditional production in pet food. And they thought they were kind of triggered by the way of doing business. A lot of people say, well, you have to go to China, that's much cheaper, or you have to take more Polish people, that's more efficient. And they, both John, is my partner, and Ron, his partner, they had something, well, that we have to do something different. We have to do more business based on values. So they found, and they invented this one. This is for birds, but it's, it's made from rest materials from a bakery. And it's packed by people at a distance to the labor market. So they had something, whoa, we can put this into the market, but within 6 weeks it's copied. So we have to do it differently. So the next step was that they created a family of birds, because birds like those products, and they thought, well, if birds are going to tell the story, then it's more an experience. And they created the bird family, which you see on this this logo here. And they use social media to create more support. And but what most is triggering me, that's based on values. Values like that the products are made by people at a distance to the labor market, that the materials are from rest materials and organic, and that it's made, produced locally. So with this other way of standing in the world, they attract a lot of people who want to support them. They want some innovation awards, and so next to this positive things, there are also challenges, because how are you going to gather everyone that you can do it really together? Because that's one of my second conclusions, that if we would like to create an more inclusive society, we really need to do it together. And we also need to talk about the things that are holding us back. Because this man behind the corner, he needs to be aware that he is holding himself in a prison. If he is aware of that, then he has to have the guts to go to his colleagues and say, well, next time when this girl is there, I just want to give the crocodile instead of giving her a formula. So talking about fears and talking about what is really driving you is, for me, important. And in the whole setting of meeting this entrepreneur with this value-based business way, and what I have done last years, like facilitating politicians and coaching consultants who are working with people with a distance to the labor market. I even went, due to help of Jesper and Jonas, to Sweden and Denmark to do some benchmarking. Well, many things are relevant in this whole field of stakeholders, in this chaos, but there is an order, and it's every day again a challenge for me to find the order in this chaos. And then also SF is helping me, because you know the function of solution focus for me is that if I give water to the negative flower, then that will grow, but this is always again a challenge. And what I also realize, that if I am attracted to the problems, which of course are there, that mostly fear is driving me. So then again it's, okay, fear, what kind of fear? Oh, well, no need to have a fear, so the positive things can then help me again to go forward. Let me see what else. Value-based business. This is what I told you. We have to do it together. This is really a challenge. You might also recognize that we have created a paternalistic atmosphere around people with a distance to the labor market. Civil servants know it better. Politicians think they know how it works. This is not helping someone, because it's not what we learn at Solution Focus. So what I constantly do when I facilitate meetings, I use the dialogue form in which I check in and start with the question, when will this meeting be useful? Then I use this preferred future. What is it that you need within this meeting and how will you notice that, or all those questions. The question, what do we do already that is working? And then what can we do? What else can we do? And the end is always to check out how has this been useful. And the way I share this with you because the dialogue is, as we know from last year, is another way of talking. It's more talking with connecting. And you have the energy more in the middle. At least that's what I intend to have. And by making rounds and by breathing slowly, which is now a little bit more difficult for me, but in a small setting it's easier, then other people by resonation become in the same atmosphere of talking more slow, sitting more relaxed, having more the connection with each other. And if you are in real connection, then there's also more space to talk about fears, to talk about really desires and beliefs, and the common good. The acting and behaving in interest of the common good is then much more easier to do. How do you say that? So talking slower is really something that is helping me now too. Thank you. And going slower and not without thinking, of course, because you need both. Yeah, the working place. The working place, because there is a desired future for the entrepreneurs in the region where I live, because they have a problem. Now they have enough qualified people, but in the future that will be a problem. There's a law in the Netherlands that will oblige, 5 minutes, that will oblige entrepreneurs to have a 5% quote of people with a distance to the labor market. Companies, employers have said, okay, we don't want to have this obligation, so we take 2 years to do it ourselves. So that means that in 2017, if the 5% has not been reached, that this quotum will be an obligation. And you have the social return. That means that municipalities more and more oblige companies to do something with people and the products and services they sell. So this is a topic in the Netherlands at this moment, a really serious topic. What we have done now in the region where I live, in my town, hometown, is that we gathered all the entrepreneurs who are interested in this subject, and they wanted to support me to be the bridge between the entrepreneurs and the municipalities and the care companies. And the municipality wants to pay me too, so I have two sources of 2 lines. But my condition is that I really only want to do it if I also can do it together with the consultants from the municipality. Because if we don't do it together in this, then the servant leadership or the service from the municipality and also the insurance companies around will not serve the entrepreneurs. So that's really for me something that is different than we had in the past, because in the past we always thought in have this and this organization this and that organization that and that organization, but now it's more we have to do it together because there's so many synergy, and we have to do it with 25% less money. That's also a consequence of the law from 1st of January this year. So there's really a pressure to do it differently. And being that rich is, well, that's my position at this moment. The bridge in between all those stakeholders with a very important thing that the entrepreneur is leading, that he is the one who knows how to make money, to create positions. And that is very important, that we know, okay, the entrepreneur, he knows the way. He has a totally different way of thinking than municipalities and care organizations have, so let them have a lead. This was my story.